Hi, girl.
I'm not worried.
So ever since I've gotten married, I've learned that there's some things that you should do and some things that you shouldn't do. And to my surprise, when I was preparing for this video, there's actually more do's than don'ts. When you're married, you can't make big decisions by yourself. And this is something that people generally know but don't really take account to it before they get married, especially when they get married young. And these decisions look differently for each and every individual. But the basic ones, where to live, how to spend money, getting a baby, they are no longer something that you make by yourself. I remember watching movies where a woman would want a baby and then the husband doesn't, and then she'll hide the pregnancy and then only show it later on, and it'll be very entertaining. But like in real life, do you know how catastrophic that would be? To just like suddenly, and obviously not canceling out you being an individual and having your own personal goals, but if it's something that affects both of you, you can't make that for the both of you. And I know that kind of ties in with the husband being the head of the family, but that doesn't mean that he makes all the decisions without alerting his wife, without discussing it first. He might have the final say in your house, but those kind of decisions that really do impact everyone in the household definitely should be talked about. And there's no I in the relationship. It's now a partnership. You're together and you need to consult each other each and every time when you're about to make grand decisions. Which takes me to my next point, which may be controversial. That's why I put it in the beginning. And I think there's a nuance to everything. So if you've had a friend, like I've had a guy best friend like for years before I met my husband, that like I'm not letting go of those friendships. You know what I'm saying? And that also takes a sort of intelligence for your friends and you to know what boundaries are. So that should be discussed. That shouldn't just be like relaxed and like whatever happens. That should definitely be a discussion. And also ask your partner how they feel. It's all about like your partner, like are they comfortable? Because at the end of the day, you chose that person. What I don't agree with, this is just what I think makes more sense. If you've had friends, you know, opposite sex, blah blah blah, before the relationship, it's cool, boundaries, everyone knows that, it's fine, it's cool, you can continue your friendships, blah blah blah, like that doesn't matter. But if you are actively searching for male friends or female friends during your marriage or relationship, that's a bit like question mark. You know what I'm saying? Because like you like that, like please tell me in the comments, like, am I making sense? I don't think that just makes sense. It used to make sense to me, but now it really does not. I think it makes sense when you're still young. At the end of the day, it's something that you should discuss with your partner. Like if you guys are comfortable, you're cool, and it's not even about like being insecure, because I know some people run to that conclusion like, oh, you're insecure. Like, no, it's not about insecurity, it's about boundaries, creating that boundaries. Like I don't want my husband's female friend hanging out with him at 2 a.m. in the morning and be like, oh, I'm not gonna sit back and be like, I'm comfortable with that, I am so secure. So that, no, it's just boundaries and just respecting your person, your partner. So do with that what you will. Discuss that with your friends, your partner. Be open-minded, because it's a very sensitive topic. There's a lot of nuance to it. So sprinkle. Avoid being overly critical. This one I had to learn, okay? Understanding that when you are now joined with this person, you are now one, you have grown up in very different environments. You've learned you have different experiences, and what you know as right, especially when you're in a relationship with someone who's definitely coming from a different culture from you. My husband is white, okay? He's French. I am Zimbabwean. I am Shona. I am African. Those are completely different things, and I had to unlearn some things as much as he did, and we had to make something one, something together, because what I know as like, this is the way, you know, it's not the way for him, and you have to find a way to have common ground. And if you don't, there's gonna be a lot of critical talk towards one another. That's just bringing each other down, looking at each other down. So understanding that your way might not always be the right way. Like if he likes to wash his dishes a certain way, he doesn't have to do it the way you do it. You understand what I'm saying? So understanding that you're just different people and you're coming together, and it's okay if they do certain things a different way, and not to just dogpile your partner, you know, how they do. Like, it's just not encouraging. The person won't even want to do something anymore. You understand what I'm saying? Like, there's a quote that says, yes, the truth hurts, but you don't have to tell it in a hurtful way. You know what I'm saying? So finding good ways to ease and, you know, tell your partner if you want certain things done certain way, instead of just like completely criticizing each and every single thing that they do. So just try and, you know, if you're a guy or a girl, I'm speaking to everybody here, just try to be more friendlier to your partner and, you know, be kind. Like, they are a different person. They are really trying to learn you. You never stop learning each other. You never get to that point where you've arrived. There's always something more. As people change, there's always something more you learn. So calm down, okay? Don't let external people be involved in your personal business. That should be on a t-shirt. I was sitting on my chair and it broke. It broke. Guys, I literally hurt myself. Oh my god. And I didn't catch it on camera. Damn it. Content. That was honestly quite traumatic. Like, wow. Not letting people be too involved in your relationship. This is so important. Be intelligent enough to know that there are people that give unsolicited advice. Okay? The people that are always trying to give you advice on whatever it is, like personally, you know what I'm saying? Like, know what I'm doing right now. You know, I'm talking to everybody, okay? I don't know what's happening in your life. I mean, like, people that like are in your life, but they're always trying to give you some little something. You know, just be aware of that. Be always aware of that. And don't also go out there telling your business to people, especially things that happen inside. You never know what's going on inside. That's number one. And you will tell someone, you give them advice, blah, 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 and tell, you know, your girl that, oh, he is trash, blah, 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 blah. 2 minutes later, they are together, and now you're the enemy because you were telling your friend to let go of them. You understand what I'm saying? So you always want to keep it neutral. Like, if someone didn't ask for it, don't give. And also, when you are asked and you want to give it in a way where it's like, I don't want to say neutral, but it's like, always give them space to make their own decision. Like, advise them to speak to their partner. You understand? So like, just be like, you know what, talk it out. You know, I'm sure, you know, blah, 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 blah. If you speak it out, give that type of advice. Don't tell them what to do in their life. Be constantly aware and protect your relationship, protect your person. And don't tell the person bad things about your partner. You know, like, oh, he does this and this and that, this and this and that. You know, there's this vibe that I don't know. I never really understood it when I was outside looking in, but now that I'm inside, like, knowing what I know about my partner and maybe being angry at him for like 2 minutes and then going and talking about how bad it is and this and that and that, it's just not classy. It's not nice. It's mean. You love this person. Why would you do that to them? You know, it's just avoid it in general, you know, talking bad about your partner. So the more people are involved, the better. Okay, at the end of the day, if you have problems, it should just be you two discussing it, fixing it, and that is it. Unless, of course, you go for marriage counseling. And I moved on from having like a full-on notebook. I now have like a whiteboard with all my notes, which is so nice. So now the do's. Okay, respect. R-E-S-P-E-C-T. I think that's how it said it. Anyway, respect your partner both ways. I know when it comes to relationship and respect, it's always about men. Men want respect, blah, 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 but it's both ways, okay? And not only that, you need to tell your partner what respect means to you, because I feel like respect always means differently for different people. Like, respect in my culture means that I have to kneel down to give like a man food, of which in the culture that I'm in now in France, that's not necessarily the case. And it might not even like be a French thing that I need to do, but specifically what my husband wants me to do, and also specifically what I want him to do that represents respect to me. And then just give it to each other. Give it to each other free. Transparency. Oh, transparency matters so much. Not keeping secrets, basically. And being open and honest. I know it's hard, especially when you've been single and you just used to like guarding yourself. We have this wall and you really have to, it's not something that just happens overnight. Like, you married, suddenly I'm telling you like my deepest dark feelings that no, it's something that you gradually go into, and it's okay. Obviously, a person has to make you feel safe to be able to really completely show yourself. So also make sure that you are creating an environment where someone can be safe with you. Communicate that out loud so that they listen to you, so that it's being said out loud, and which goes on to support. again, what does support look like? I know there's like a general definition of support, but also looks different, and you need to verbalize. I know I'm emphasizing the verbalizing part because for a long time we women have this thing where, you know, he should just know, or like there are definite things that people should just know, but like he should just read my mind. And that's something that I had, you know, where I would just like be quiet, you know, like be angry, but like I didn't communicate it. At the end of the day, just discuss it, what it means to that person, and also do your best. You love this person, so it shouldn't be hard to support your loved one. Take the lead in things that you're good at. This is a gem. I'm giving you guys gems here, okay? This is something that I was like, woo, didn't understand at first. Now I do. Let me give you an example. I'm good at budgeting, for example, so therefore I would take the lead on that. He might be good at washing the dishes, I don't know, whatever it is, let him be the lead of that. Even though sometimes you feel like you're good at that, but just letting your partner take the lead in certain things, that way you get things done faster. You guys are more productive, you work together properly, you know who's taking charge of this and that. That's also like a way to like ask someone to do something for you, like in general, you know, you just tell them that they're good at it, then they want to do it, you know. And this brings me to communication. I think this is so basic, but like it's so important. Communicate. I'm telling that to my brain because oof, it'd be tough sometimes to communicate things, because sometimes it's just like, how can you just not realize that this is what I want? Like, how can you not read my mind? But yes, communicating, absolutely important. But otherwise, communicating verbally, telling what you don't like, what you do like. The joke didn't, you know, I didn't like that joke, saying it out loud, you know, and really verbalizing why, if they don't understand why. And listening as well goes along with that, because sometimes we like to tell people a lot what we want, but we don't listen to what they want. And I think that's very important to include in a relationship, in a successful relationship. Communication every time is key. At the end of the day, define love. What is love to you? How do you want to be loved? You know, speak about those conversations when you're taking a walk and really get deep. Sometimes you really need deep conversations. And when I say this, I'm speaking to everyone who's in a partnership, relationship, whatever it is. Speaking about those deep things will really save you a lot in the long run. And really finding a partner who is willing to have those deep conversations and not just have everything surface level. Because when someone is afraid of being deep with you, that's because they're not really planning on having you in their future, because it doesn't really matter. Like, you can't just say, oh, it is what it is, like, we'll discuss it when we get there. No, we'll discuss it now, okay? And at the end as well, everyone is different. Everyone and everything is different. So what I'm telling you right now might not really apply in your situation, but it's good to always have something at the back of your mind. You might need it later on. And what I'm saying right now, if I had watched this 2 years before, it wouldn't have made sense to me. So understand, like, sometimes some things, some advice might not make sense to you because you're not in that situation. So I always like learning new things. Even though it doesn't apply to me, just give it to me, all of it. Somehow, somewhere in life, it's just gonna help. So do this with what you will. When you get married, or if you are married, you're in a relationship, your partnership, whatever it is, all we need is love. Wow, that did not go as I planned it to be. And for those that are coming from the video I posted before, things that I wish I knew before getting married, I think that was the video. Yeah, thank you for being supportive. I'm definitely gonna be posting once a week, and I'm really not trying to put so much pressure on myself and be like, I'm gonna post 3 times a week, because that's just not. And in a few weeks, I have some really good news I want to share with everybody. Keep up with me, and see you guys next time. Bye.